Hey, this is DougDug, where we solve problems that no one has. Now, since the dawn of time, gamers have argued about who is the strongest video game character, yet we have no real way to actually know because they live in completely different universes. Until now. Because today, I'm going to use two different AI programs, Novel AI and InfraKit, which generate stories and responses built off GPT's neural network with billions of machine learning parameters and data points. In short, these are AIs that have processed and understood more data from our world than any human being could possibly dream of. They are ridiculously powerful, and thus the only ones to accurately calculate, using science, how two video game characters would actually fight, which means it is time for a tournament. We voted on the 16 most powerful video game characters ever and placed them into a single elimination bracket. In every fight, I'm going to tell the AI who's fighting, describe their backstory and motivations, say what weapons they're using, and then let the AI take the battle from there. To win the fight, you must score 3 confirmed hits on your opponent, or a confirmed kill. And with that, let the tournament begin. Round 1 is Mario versus Master Chief. All right, everybody, this is battle number 1. Mario is an Italian plumber who defends the princess from a big turtle. Master Chief is the savior of humanity, fighting nobly against the Covenant. Mario and Master Chief both enter an arena of doom. Mario pulls out his trusty fire flower in one hand, hammer in the other. Riding atop his noble steed, Yoshi the dinosaur, Master Chief equips his strongest shotgun and an energy sword stolen from the defeated Covenant. His warthog vehicle sits nearby. Suddenly, Mario and Master Chief charge at one another. Both heroes fall into lava with their weapons and armor melted off. They're both still alive, but very badly injured. They stand up. Each has lost his weapon and has serious burn scars on his face. Still an even fight. Their hands are broken and covered in blisters from the fire. Their eyes meet. They stare at each other with intense hate in their eyes. The battle is over. Do they keep going? The crowd of people around them falls silent. Both of these fighters will fight again. They know it won't be a friendly fight, and neither wants to go into battle alone. They both realize that the world is counting on them to keep their side strong, so they can stop the Covenant. Okay, no. We're gonna delete all this, or we're gonna start over. Suddenly, Mario and Master Chief charge at each other. As they collide, there's a flash of light. Master Chief disappears with a loud boom. What? Master Chief is dead! That's impossible! He was invincible! What's going on? What? Do we have proof that he's dead? He disappeared. Mario continues to try to attack Master Chief, but finds he can't hit him because he is no longer where he used to be. Is that a death? Mario didn't even do it, I don't think. Mario sounds so confused about what happened. I don't think he won. Or do we just keep going? In order for Mario and Master Chief to have a chance in this battle, they each must take the other's weapon and armor. Why? Then they will have to fight as equals. This should not be too difficult because Master Chief only has his energy sword. I know, he has his shield, but the problem is that he can't wield 2 weapons. See, this AI has played Halo. It seems like Master Chief is maybe still alive, but just somewhere else. The energy sword alone may just be enough to defeat him. Oh, okay, Master Chief is alive. I get what's happening. He used the invisible armor from Halo. So he just used the armor. That was brilliant maneuver, and now he's solo wielding his energy sword. They each have to find the perfect balance between speed and defense. If one gets too far ahead, the other will surely catch up and finish it off. If neither takes the opportunity, they will both certainly die. Mario is first to find the perfect balance and charges towards Master Chief, swinging his hammer and jumping on his head. Ah! Master Chief screams and flies backward, knocking Mario from his feet. Is that a hit? Master Chief quickly jumps back into action and charges at Mario, who dodges to avoid being hit. This back and forth continues until the two have exhausted all their strength. At this point, Master Chief falls to his knees, clutching his shoulder. They both got one? Mario jumped on his head with the hammer. Yeah, that's true. And he yelled. Okay, it's 1-1. It's a hit for both. Master Chief charges again with his energy sword, only to be hit by another hammer. That's 2 for Mario. Mario lands behind Master Chief and his hammer knocks away the energy sword. Master Chief is knocked backward. He falls to the ground. We'll count that as 1 hit. 2-1 for Mario, but he's standing over Master Chief's body on the ground. 1 more hit will do it. Mario stands over Master Chief with his hammer held high above his head. Mario smiles. Master Chief struggles to pull himself to his feet and looks around to see what weapon he should use now that the hammer is gone. The answer appears right before him. A warthog vehicle appears. It is an ancient Covenant artifact. Master Chief knows it. He pulls out his shield and begins to beat Mario mercilessly. That's a hit for Master Chief. It's now 2-2. Mario's unable to dodge fast enough to avoid all the hits and is knocked away. Whoever gets the next confirmed hit wins the round. As he tumbles backwards, he grabs onto his hammer and throws it directly at Master Chief's face. Master Chief jumps back and deflects the hammer with his shield, but it still does a lot of damage and knocks Master Chief unconscious. Master Chief is down. That's 3 confirmed hits. Mario wins the first round. Oh, good fight. Let's go, dude. Even the Covenant Warthog couldn't save him. And if you think that Master Chief should have won because of here, because he beats Mario mercilessly, you can always yell rigged in chat. I'm realizing it needs to be like, unless the program says like hit him twice and gives us a number, a batch of hits is sort of like a single strike. You know what I mean? If the thing says like hits him 5 times in the face, that should be 5 hits. If it says like beats him mercilessly in the face, I feel like that's a single hit as a sort of thematic block. You know what I mean? Do you think it's because Master Chief's TV show is apparently bad and we don't know anything about the Mario movie? It's probably true, Umbu. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to say that Mario is moving on to the next round of the tournament. Next up, Ryu from Street Fighter versus Zelda. Also, we all know that the real character, strongest character, is actually Beetle from Breath of the Wild. So Link is basically just representing Beetle. I think we're all in agreement there, right? For this battle number 2, we're gonna swap over to Inferkit. Good luck to both of the contestants. Link is a soldier from Hyrule, fighting against evil through all of time with his iconic Master Sword to save the Princess Zelda. Ryu is a karate master, training every day to defeat his best friend Ken. Link and Ryu both enter an arena of death. They are determined to kill each other. Link equips his legendary Master Sword and Hylian shield, riding atop his horse Epona. Ryu tightens his karate belt and readies his powerful fist for his famous Hadouken attack. Suddenly, Ryu... please hold. Suddenly, Ryu charges at Link. Link is prepared for the attack, but he still gets hit in the face with a Hadouken. Link's eyes narrow in pain as he falls to his knees. One for Ryu. That didn't go as planned, he says through gritted teeth. Aw, dude, classic Link. It was supposed to, Ryu yells. I'm stronger than you. You can't beat me. This isn't over. Link pulls himself up and quickly swings Hadouken at Ryu again. Hadouken destroys the arena. Ryu falls in a pool of blood. He's beaten. That's a confirmed hit. If Ryu is confirmed dead, that's just a win. Currently 1-1. Link turns around and discovers that Zelda has escaped. She's back with Link and Hadouken. Link and Zelda have a new resolve. They begin to defeat the evil of Ganon. Okay, now we're just playing a Zelda game. Zelda shoves Link. Okay, Link and Zelda are fighting. I think Link just beat Ryu with a Hadouken. He cheated. I think beaten means a confirmed win, dude. I don't know. We don't know. It's not confirmed. It's not a confirmed death. We gotta stick by the rules. Beaten is not the same. We are not going by if the AI says beaten. We need 3 confirmed hits or confirmed death. Pool of blood does not mean death. So we're gonna continue from here. And then Ryu charges at Link. Link has no time to react. Hadouken leaves its own path through time to ensure Ryu's victory. Ryu is stuck in the side. Link can't bear to watch. He drops to his knees, sobbing. You'll pay for this, Ryu says. You'll pay now. Is that a hit? Is this a hit? I think it's just a hit. Ryu stands over Link, ready for the attack. I'm not a criminal, Link says. I don't belong here. I should go home. There's no way home, Ryu says. You never left. That's what you said, Link, before he swings his sword at Ryu again. No, Ryu screams. You don't understand. I do, Link says, ignoring Ryu's plea. Ryu grabs Link's arm. Hadouken rises. You can't beat me. Ryu raises his fist for a final hit. Hadouken is about to attack. Not this time, Link says. Hadouken crushes Ryu's entire body with a single blow. Ryu can't even move. He struggles in the pool of blood, but Hadouken does not relent. All right, what the fuck's happening? They're alive, I think. It is Hadouken? I think this is a hit from Link. Hadouken wins. Hadouken is a traitor. Now, this battle has largely been defined by the third character, Hadouken. However, Hadouken was wielded by Link to crush Ryu's body with a blow. I'm gonna say that's 2 for Link, 1 hit for Ryu. It's currently 2-1. We're gonna continue. Ryu and Link charge at one another. I know a few ways you could die, Link says. Classic Link. Then do it, Ryu says. If you ever really cared about me, I'm gonna finish you. So be it, Link says. The sword comes around for a final strike. This could be it. Stop! Ryu's voice pierces the still night. A moment later, the sound of a sword being dragged across stone is heard. That wasn't me, Link says. That was my Hadouken. You destroyed it? You were supposed to protect it. I heard your wish, Link says. I had to do what I must. Now I am going to kill you. They attack each other again. Link's sword slices across Ryu's chest. Ryu can't do anything to block it. His ribs are broken. He screams, and then the pain stops. The two look at one another. Ryu's eyes are closed. That doesn't make sense. Ryu loses. Link wins the battle, 3-1, using his own Hadouken against him. Congratulations, Link from Zelda. You did defeat Street Fighter, and you'll be facing Mario. Next up, shit's about to go down. It's Gandhi versus Minecraft Steve. Make sure Gandhi has nukes. Yeah. A nuke is only confirmed as 1 hit, though, unless they tell us that the guy died, okay? People who don't know the context, Gandhi in the original Civilization game used nukes way too much. Like, there was like a bug where he just used nukes way more. And so just in this series, Gandhi is known to be like a nuke-happy person, which is hilarious because it's Gandhi. Round 3. Gandhi is an Indian lawyer, anti-colonial nationalist, and political ethicist who employed non-violent resistance to lead the successful campaign for India's independence from British rule and to later inspire movements for civil rights and freedom across the world. The honorific Mahatma first applied to him in 1914 in South Africa and is now used around the world. Minecraft Steve is the main protagonist to the popular sandbox game Minecraft. Despite being one of the most iconic characters in the video game culture, very little is known about him. He's one of 2 playable characters, the other being Alex. Gandhi and Minecraft Steve are determined to kill each other. Gandhi has the power of the entire nation of India with its historical roots and culture dating back thousands of years. He also has nukes. As he enters the arena, he arms his trusty nuclear rocket launcher. Minecraft Steve pulls out his diamond sword and prepares to build a weapon. Right then, Gandhi and Minecraft Steve charge at each other. Thousands of screaming fans erupt as the battle begins. Minecraft Steve throws a boulder at Gandhi. Gandhi quickly builds a wall around the boulder. He takes a few steps back, fires off several rockets that hit all over the wall. However, they're stopped by the diamond shields on the side of the wall. No hits yet. Minecraft Steve is shocked, falls back a few feet. This isn't how this battle is gonna go down. I'm gonna win this fight. Classic Steve. Minecraft Steve tries to attack, but he runs into a diamond wall. He charges forward with his sword. No, not again. Gandhi takes advantage of this. He uses his laser eyes to cut through the shield. A diamond shard flies out of the wall. Classic Gandhi. Still no hits. It's working. No, Minecraft yells as it pierces him. Confirmed hit. Minecraft Steve gets up and tries to run away, but the diamond shards continue to pierce him until he hits the ground dead. Gandhi killed Minecraft Steve. Fastest battle yet, dude. Didn't even need a nuke. Insane. Killed him with his own diamonds. Take that, game theory. Oh, feels good. And we're moving on to fight 4. Skyrim versus Doom Guy. How about we do 2 stories in novel AI for every one in InferKit? InferKit is a little less coherent, by which I mean substantially less coherent. Let's do one more novel AI. That one went pretty quick. The Dragonborn enters an arena filled with millions of screaming fans. He's decided to murder Doom Guy. He readies his ancient Nordic sword and magical Wabbajack, ready to use his dragon shout to disarm foes. Doom Guy enters the arena too. He's determined to murder the Dragonborn. He equips his shotgun and big fucking gun. The 2 fighters square off. Each tries to disarm the other. Each tries to attack from range and getting close. Dragonborn has chosen to shout first. He raises his hands up high in the air. A loud noise emanates from the Dragonborn's mouth as his shout is used. This distracts Doom Guy slightly. He dodges and evades. This allows him to strike the Dragonborn's chest with his big fucking gun. The blow sends him flying across the arena, slamming into the crowd of thousands. That's 1 hit for Doom Guy. The 2 combatants fight their way through the arena, using both of their guns and weapons. Doom Guy aims to the Dragonborn's face and pulls the trigger. This could be a kill shot. A loud bang sounds in the arena, but no blood gushes out. The Dragonborn does not have a nose or eyes. Instead, the space in between his eyes has been replaced with a small red button, which he pushes when the barrel of the Doom Guy's weapon is in his face. This makes it difficult for Doom Guy to aim. He decides to shoot him in the leg with his big fucking gun to slow him down. He manages to hit the dragon's leg, we'll say that's Dragonborn, and causes the beast to trip and fall on his side. That's 2 confirmed hits for Doom Guy. This could finish it right now. Doom Guy fires more rounds into his chest, which causes the Dragonborn to flinch in pain and try to crawl away. However, the wound that is causing the dragon so much agony is also where the button is located, causing the creature to push it again. The Doom Guy gets too close. That's a victory. I just want to see where this goes. What does the button do? He pulls out his shotgun and shoots the dragon repeatedly, forcing him to roll on the ground. Dragonborn tries to stand up, but he cannot, as he's lost his ability to walk after the shotgun blast to his chest. Ladies and gentlemen, Doom Guy wins. Clear victory. Skyrim fucking sucked. And he didn't even use his big red button. Shouldn't have brought a button to a gunfight, dude. Next up is going to be Senator Armstrong versus Trevor from GTA 5. Ooh. Senator Armstrong lore. Why is all this information? He played football for the University of Texas. Like, what? Okay, this is way too much detail. Senator Armstrong is a college native who played football for the University of Texas. Let's get this in here. He plans to get elected as the next U.S. president so he can convert the country into a social Darwinist regime that he believes would allow every citizen to fight their own wars and for what they truly believe in. Trevor is a career criminal, former bank robber with a complicated past who later founded his own company, Trevor Phillips Enterprises, operating with drug dealing and weapons smuggling in Blaine County. Trevor's known to have a very reckless and aggressive behavior, but he's also very loyal and deeply respects all those close to him. However, on this day, Senator Armstrong and Trevor are determined to kill each other, no matter what it takes. As they each step into an open field, they look each other in the eyes with hatred. Nanomachines, son, Senator Armstrong says. They harden in response to physical trauma. You can't hurt me, Trevor. Trevor laughs, entering one of his iconic rage modes with extra health and armor. Suddenly, the battle begins, and Trevor charges at Senator Armstrong. Now it is Trevor's turn to enter one one of his rage modes with extra health and armor. His next moves are not going to be wasted this time as he goes into his Death Valley or Bloodhound Rage special attack. Both these rage modes will cause Trevor to unleash a powerful charge attack in the form of an earthquake, which destroys whatever it's in his path. Senator Armstrong enters another rage mode, ready for battle, and is about to land one of his epic running attacks when suddenly Trevor is struck by an evil force that causes him to go insane and kill himself. Sorry, Jim, Senator Armstrong says. It was either me or him. Hope you enjoyed the show. Senator Armstrong wins. Oh, using the mind games to win it. Absolute next level. Yeah, who was Jim? Sorry, Jim. Next up, Sonic versus Kirby. Sonic is an anthropomorphic hedgehog born with the ability to run faster than the speed of sound, hence his name, possesses lightning-fast reflexes to match his speed. As his species implies, Sonic can also roll up into a concussive ball, primarily to attack enemies. Ever since stepping into the battle against iniquity, Sonic has been the champion of peace and is renowned all over the world for saving it countless times. Sonic uses his abilities to protect the innocent from his world and those beyond from the forces of evil, especially his arch-nemesis Dr. Eggman and his empire. Kirby is a pink puffball in the world of Dreamland. He can fly through the air, and his iconic move is to inhale any creature or item, then devour them and absorb their attributes. He has saved the world of Dreamland countless times from the evil King DDD and has even murdered a god. Sonic and Kirby used to be friends, but that all changed. Now, they're determined to kill each other to death. Today, they've met up at a Burger King in Nebraska. Sonic readies his iconic red shoes and prepares to shoot forward at lightning speed. Kirby has just taken a nap and is fully energized, ready to consume anything in his path. Suddenly, the two enemies charge at one another. Sonic, watch out, yells Tails, Sonic's closest ally, who's closely following behind the hedgehog. I think you're about to get hit. I'm gonna try to knock him down. Tails shoots an arrow into Sonic's path. Unfortunately, he misses and instead knocks Sonic off course towards Kirby, who's just eating some fries. Oops. Hey, Tails, why'd you miss? Are your arrows broken? Shouts Sonic, running back towards the hedgehog. He's not mad though. Instead, he thinks that Tails did great and he should give him a prize. Oh yeah, I totally forgot that there was something you wanted. As soon as Sonic says this, Kirby eats all of the prizes that Sonic gives him. He's so hungry because he hasn't eaten anything all day. In fact, Kirby's belly is rumbling non-stop like an earthquake. It feels as though a volcano will erupt right beneath Sonic's feet at any minute. Suddenly, Tails gets a brilliant idea. Let me try again, she shouts, and this time she hits Sonic in the head with an arrow. This does not help since Kirby swallows all of Sonic's gifts too. Who did that? Is that a hit? Who did that? What? No more presents for you, Sonic exclaims. Now they're both furious. The two hedgehogs are ready to charge at one another until someone wins. Okay, thank you. But before that happens, they hear a voice in their heads. Don't fight, boys. This is not how to get along. It's Super Sonic, the leader of all superheroes. He knows what's going on here because he's been observing the whole situation. The world needs your friendship to protect it from evil, he continues. Sonic and Kirby listen to his words. Suddenly they hear the sound of a karate chop. It's Master Chief, Sonic explains. Wonder why he's here. Suddenly out of nowhere, Master Chief shows up. Can't believe it. I found you two hedgehogs at a fast food restaurant fighting. That's the worst thing we've ever heard. All right, we're gonna stop this whole fucking story. We're going all the way back to the beginning. Let's see if we can get them to kill each other. Take two. Suddenly, the two enemies charge at one another. I will kill you, Sonic shouts as he charges at Kirby. Sonic jumps high off the ground and shoots himself directly towards Kirby's mouth. The little puffball dodges the way at the very last moment. How do you like me now? Sonic laughs at his enemy. Come on, Sonic yells as he begins to spin his shoes in rapid circles, making him go faster and faster. You won't get away that easy. I will devour you, Kirby screams as he inhales Sonic. Kirby then explodes, engulfing Sonic into his mouth as his body dissolves from within. Sonic, now dead, floats back towards the ceiling and falls to the ground. That's an instant death. Kirby wins. Confirmed kill. Sonic dissolved in Kirby's stomach acid. It's the most gruesome death so far. It was done by an adorable little pink puff. Oh, this is gonna be a matchup. You're saying Kirby's dead? I don't think so. I mean, we could see. I'm making a referee call. I think Kirby exploded. That was part of his inhalation power. Look, we're not gonna get a perfectly logical outcome, all right? I'm the referee. I'm calling it. Kirby won. Next up, Sans Undertale versus Matt from Wii Sports, who's like really good at tennis and stuff. Let us begin. It is the Olympics, but this is no ordinary fight. Sans and Matt have a bitter rivalry, and today they've vowed to kill each other. Sans makes a bad pun and then readies his Gaster Blaster. Matt equips a sword in one hand and a boxing glove in the other. Their hatred is palpable. One of them will die. Suddenly, they lunge at each other and attack. Gah! Sans swings his Gaster Blaster. Matt dodges, leaps up, and punches Sans. Confirmed hit. Matt's punch knocks away the Gaster Blaster. Matt charges at Sans and swings his sword. One on for Matt. It pierces through Sans' chest. Sans tries to shoot Matt down. Matt jump backs and evade. That's two up. Sans tries to fire the Gaster Blaster, but it malfunctions. Oh man, it's broken, Matt, he says in pain. Matt laughs and strikes again. Matt swings his sword with great power and Sans is knocked out of the ring. Very quick, very efficient 3-0. You never fuck with Matt from Wii Sports, dude. Next up, Snake versus Kratos. Oh, this is gonna be in for Kit. Oh no, this one's gonna be a mess, dude. Okay. Solid Snake, real name David, also known as Old Snake and briefly known as Iroquois Pliskin, or simply Snake, is a spy, special operations soldier, and mercenary. Possessing an IQ of 180 and fluent 6 languages, the fame he achieved from his military exploits earned him such monikers as Legendary Soldier, Legendary Hero, and the man who makes the impossible possible. 2014, Snake performed his final mission, during which he defeated Liquid Ocelot and destroyed the Patriots. After one last encounter with Big Boss, Snake chose to live his remaining days in peace until today. Kratos was born in Sparta. He was a respected soldier and a Spartan general up until he lost his wife and daughter when he killed them, albeit by accident, under Ares' command, earning him the nickname of the Ghost of Sparta, after which he announced his service to the war god, eventually killing him and ascending to godhood by becoming the new god of war before exacting revengeance against his father, the Olympians, and the Titans who betrayed him. Now, Kratos and Solid Snake are determined to kill each other. They enter into a screaming arena full of deadly weapons and tactical opportunities that both fighters are ready to take advantage of. Kratos straps on his deadly chaos blades used to murder the gods themselves. Solid Snake puts on his best camo suit, a silenced pistol, and a knife, and then hides himself in a cardboard box. Suddenly, Kratos lunges at Snake. Snake disarms the former Spartan and uses his own blades to cut open Kratos. Kratos falls to the ground and screams in terror. That's one for Snake. A terrified Snake shoots the gladiator full of arrows and wins the round. Snake releases an arrow which goes straight into Kratos' shoulder, and he immediately falls to the ground in agony. Snake is thrown to the ground in laughter. Snake and Kratos then engage in a fight to the death. This round is declared a draw, and the combatants are forced to join forces in defeat. I think, wait. Blades to cut open Kratos, that's one. Shoots the gladiator full of arrows, and releases an arrow which goes straight into Kratos' shoulder. I think filling him full of arrows and hitting him in the shoulder counts as one. So Snake is up 2-0. Plus, this is sticking with the rule of like a series of attacks kind of can stay as one. Kratos, you're a man without a past, who chose to give up your life and your family in exchange for your godhood. Snake, you're a man without an identity. You're the ghost of Sparta. Forgive me, my friend. I never said we were friends. I said you were my enemy. Then Snake and Kratos begin fighting again. Snake quickly disarms Kratos again and uses Kratos' own blades to cut open his throat and bleed him to death. Kratos' final words are, "Live, live, live." In a final monologue, Snake says he survived only to find himself living in the shadows and in silence since I can't deal with you anymore, and thanks Kratos for being a mentor and a dad and an example to me, and says that this mission was complete and the matter's over. Snake then sinks to his knees and gazes at the heavens. Whoa. Snake then touches his chest where his heart should be before turning around and pressing the handgun against his temple. Seconds later, his head blows apart. Well, he won first. He beat Kratos and then he ended it. Snake wins this round, and he'll be facing Matt from Wii Sports. We're into the top 8, ladies and gentlemen. Kratos won the psychological battle. There's been multiple suicides in this bracket. All right, we're on to the quarterfinals. Next up, Mario versus Link. Man, I love that. How sick was that? First, Snake hits him twice, knocks him down. They have a heartfelt exchange. Snake finishes him off, and only then does Snake sit there, gazing upwards, and pull against his own head. Insane character development. This is the quarterfinals. Today, there's no friendship between Mario and Link. Mario thinks Link is going to murder Princess Peach and is determined to kill Link before that happens. Link believes that killing Mario is the only path to saving Princess Zelda. One of these two men will die today. As Mario enters the arena, riding atop his trusty steed Yoshi the dinosaur thing, he activates a Fire Flower power-up and charges his water backpack Flood. Link gallops in on his horse Epona, pulls out his Master Sword and equips his Hylian shield in Ocarina. The two enemies want to fight to the death. Suddenly, the battle begins. They begin with a simple melee attack at each other's throats. Then Link charges towards Mario's platform and jumps high into the air. He lands on a rock, jumping off of it and smashing Mario's head through the floor below him. And then Mario hits the ground as well, falling far below the arena. That's one hit for Link. Link quickly charges to where Mario fell and lands right on top of him. They start their battle again, fighting on the side of the arena until one of them is defeated. Link is able to hit Mario more effectively than Mario does Link. We have two instances where they're attacking each other. We don't have a confirmed hit on either. The only confirmed one hit against the other, I think, is Link versus Mario. Still 1-0 in favor of Link. This is due to Mario's inability to land on solid objects while in motion. making it extremely difficult for Mario to counteract Link's attacks. If they keep this up, I'm afraid there's no hope for Mario. Oh no. But if he can figure out a way to hit Link when he is jumping or using his special power, Mario could still have a chance. After the first round of the battle is over, Mario and Link begin again in another round. Both of them are very tired from fighting. Their eyes are bloodshot and their clothes are dirty and ripped and their faces are pale and bruised. As soon as the battle begins, both men begin running towards each other as fast as they can. The sound of feet pounding against the ground fills the air. Finally, they reach each other and they jump at each other with all their might. They try to punch and kick each other, but neither can really do damage since the other one can move so quickly. So they both fall down to the ground at the same time. And then, with no warning whatsoever, they charge toward each other at the same time and crash into one another at a dead sprint. They continue to smash their bodies into one another, and as the two fighters get even more exhausted, they continue to fight until only one left is standing. The first round ends, and there's a big crowd watching Mario and Link, who are now both lying face down on the ground. The crowd is silent, and nobody knows who will be the victor between these two heroes. This is an anime battle where the anime is definitely padding for time because they haven't written the next episode yet. Still 1-0 for Link. Suddenly, as the two fighters lie on the ground, someone comes up to them. It's the referee! Mario, are you okay? You gotta get back up and fight, says the ref. Mario groans in pain and slowly gets onto his hands and knees. Link, get up, says the ref. You still have a chance to win this tournament. As the crowd watches nervously, it looks as though Mario is going to die right there. The referee is looking at him worriedly. Link stands up, and then Mario begins to cough up blood, and Link is shocked. Mario, cries Link as he runs to his friend's side. Are you okay? Do you want me to help you? As soon as Mario hears Link asking if he wants him to help, he smiles gratefully. Then he begins to cough up again, and he spits up blood on the floor of the arena. If Mario dies, that's a win for Link. Link looks at his friend sadly. He can see that his friend has no more strength left in him, and Mario is dying from blood loss. But Mario manages to speak. You have to save Princess Peach, Link. Don't let me die like this. Save her. Mario is desperate to motivate Link, but it doesn't seem like anyone cares. Mario is so weak, he just falls over in a pool of his own blood. After this shocking moment, all eyes are on Link, who's looking at Mario lying dead on the ground in front of them. You know I have to do this. If I don't kill Mario, he'll murder Princess Peach, says Link, trying to make himself believe that he is doing the right thing, but he isn't sure anymore, and the voice sounds so sad and hopeless. I'm sorry for what happened here today. You should have been the one to kill me. Well, sounds like Link wanted no part of this. Mario is dead. Which means Link moves on to the semifinals. Let's go, Link! You fucked him up! It was mostly a stalemate. It was that one hit at the very beginning that caused more blood loss for Mario and eventually bled out. Absolute dominant performance by Link. A stalemate for a lot of that, but overall an amazing performance. Next up, Gandhi versus DougDug. I'm glad this was like basically a stalemate and very sad. You have to imagine these two guys are like pretty close, you know? Neither like are that much more powerful than the other. Oh, gotta calm down. Gandhi will starve himself until DougDug surrenders. Today, Gandhi and DougDug are fighting to the death. Gandhi is determined to protect his Indian civilization, and he equips his trusty nuke rocket launcher. DougDug says nothing, but he equips his chainsaw and big fucking gun. The two men charge at one another, and the arena erupts in cheers. The fight goes on for an eternity. DougDug shoots down a nuke with a missile before Gandhi can use it. DougDug shoots his gun through a building, and a few of the citizens are hit by falling debris. Gandhi then uses his nuke rocket launcher right next to DougDug. A nuke launches out, but DougDug dodges it, and the rocket explodes behind Gandhi, who gets blown off the map. Gandhi lands safely in India. The rest of the match proceeds as such. DougDug's forces eventually win when Gandhi gives up and runs away. That's not a hit. Both sides were satisfied with how the battle turned out. The winner would get to have their victory be featured in a documentary that was aired in India and narrated by Mr. Bean. All right, we're gonna go ahead and restart this. DougDug, Gandhi, we meet again. This time, however, it's not you who will be the loser. No, I won't allow myself to lose. What makes you think that? Because I've had my nuke shot from my hands. I have no ammo, I'm out of health, and my armor is broken? Not gonna happen this time. So you wanna kill me because I'm unarmed and have only one rocket and you're armed with the big fucking gun? You're an idiot! DougDug, I don't see a need to explain myself anymore. DougDug continues shooting at Gandhi and eventually takes him down with a chainsaw blow to the face. With his final breath, Gandhi uses his last nuke to obliterate his opponent. Gandhi, now it's time for the Indian civilization to rise up. Wait, is either one of them dead? Are they both dead? DougDug, I'm afraid this is a one-sided victory. I lost because I ran out of ammo. Gandhi has decided to make a deal with Satan. Wait, hold on. Who won? DougDug takes down Gandhi with a chainsaw. With his final breath, Gandhi shoots the nuke. I think Gandhi wins, and DougDug even admits he lost. That or we say it's a 1-to-1 hit and we continue. Not a clear winner. 1-to-1 hit, we move on. DougDug just said, I don't see a need to explain my myself anymore. Gandhi and DougDug are both attempting to murder the other. However, there may be some confusion in their motives. While Gandhi seems to think of DougDug as the bad guy, DougDug actually hates Gandhi, calling him a traitor and a coward. Gandhi wants to murder DougDug because he believes that if he doesn't kill him, he'll kill everybody else. He also says that he's willing to give him one last chance, while DougDug has vowed to kill Gandhi to avenge his friends, even though he was the one who killed them. Gandhi and DougDug have met on several occasions and have gotten along fairly well. Hey, Gandhi, want to see something cool? Gandhi, oh yeah? I'll be happy to. Gandhi and DougDug meet, and they seem to get along for a moment. They even go and visit their friend, The Rock, but then they decide to leave without him, despite the fact that he wants to play video games with them. DougDug tells Gandhi about the time he got into a fight against a group of demons and how he managed to win. Gandhi says he's never had any experience fighting with a gun before, but still insists he's willing to fight. After he does, he shoots him in the arm. Is that a hit? Who shoots who? Wait, no, okay. Is he shooting himself in the arm? I think Gandhi shot DougDug in the arm. We're going up 2-1 for Gandhi. It doesn't make sense. I mean, yeah, but we gotta parse it. The AI knows this better than we do. Okay, we have to trust it. Gandhi pretty much won with that nuke earlier. We gotta give him a little bit of an edge. If we rob him of this, he's gotten robbed twice. Gandhi, well, you made me wait long enough. I think it's time we put an end to our differences. Let us duel to the death. DougDug, I don't think that's a good idea. There's a reason I hate you so much, Gandhi. You killed my friends and destroyed the world. I'm not going down without a fight. Suddenly the fight begins and the two men charge at each other. Their swords clash as they continue to fight. Gandhi, well, what do we have here? You know, I've never fought someone like you before. DougDug, don't get too cocky, Gandhi. I've had a lot of experience fighting demons and monsters. You're no match for me. Gandhi, so you admit you've been fighting these creatures. Then I guess that makes us even, doesn't it? I thought your friends and I would be enemies after I let them die, but I was wrong. We're still friends, and that means you don't need to worry about what I'm gonna do to you now. I have nothing to gain by killing you. I don't care. Killing you is the only way I'm gonna get any kind of revenge against you, because you betrayed the Indian soldiers who risked their lives for you. If you hadn't helped them, they wouldn't be dead today. That is something you won't ever forgive me for. What makes you think that? Because I've had my nukes shot from my hands. I've had no ammo. I'm out of health. And the only thing between me and victory is a rocket launcher? That sounds a little far-fetched to me. The two men have both been involved in... Okay, we got it. We're starting over. We're in a loop. The slate is wiped clean. We've learned a lot of the background lore behind these two characters, which is gonna make this death all the more emotional. Gandhi is up 2-1. We're back in the arena. Both heroes run across the field, firing their weapons at each other. However, Gandhi's nukes seem to hit DougDug more often than DougDug hits Gandhi, because all of Gandhi's cities were wiped out, while DougDug's cities only suffered minimal damage. Is that a hit? Is that a confirmed hit? It's kind of even. I feel like it's stalemate. It's saying hitting more often is not enough. That's too vague. We need a confirmed hit that was given by one person and not by the other. Okay, we nuke DougDug. This proves that Gandhi isn't really a nice person. However, DougDug has something to say to this. You're just too slow with your nukes, and I'm faster. Can you just fight? And indeed, as in a surprise move, Gandhi runs straight at DougDug, dodging most of his attack, then jumps in the air towards DougDug and throws a nuke directly at him. This could be the kill shot. This nuke does absolutely nothing due to DougDug's invincibility shield. However, the fact that it missed shows Gandhi has great skills as a fighter. Why is it that Gandhi is way more peaceful and refuses to actually finish him off? It's still 2-1. Here's what I'm gonna say. Gandhi keeps getting the edge, but like it's just barely too vague to give him a clear hit. So we're gonna give this another minute. Gandhi is winning the battle by default. DougDug has to do something big right now to win. DougDug charges at Gandhi with his chainsaw whirring. Gandhi charges at DougDug and readies the nuke. All right, let's have a clean fight, a clean hit. But the big fucking gun fires its first shot. It kills both men in an instant. Then they disappear along with their cities. This is one of 3 events in Civilization 6 to be triggered without player interaction. All right. Hey, run it back. The two charge at each other with their weapons ready. DougDug tries to run into Gandhi to disarm him, but Gandhi jumps over DougDug and takes a swing. DougDug dodges Gandhi's nuke missile while using his chainsaw to deflect the nuke itself. Both Gandhi and DougDug then charge towards each other. They crash to the ground with DougDug on top. He tries to get up, but Gandhi uses his nuke to blow off a big chunk of his head. Finally, after 30 fucking minutes of being a pacifist and giving us backstory, Gandhi nukes the shit out of DougDug's head and wins. Oh, what a fight. God, lot of lore, lot of deep lore here. Next battle, Senator Armstrong versus Kirby. Ooh, this is intense. Good luck. Today, Senator Armstrong and Kirby are fighting to the death. Armstrong readies his powerful fists and nanomachines and shouts his war cry, "Nanomachines, son!" Kirby is starving, ready to use his iconic mouth to consume his enemies. Right then, Senator Armstrong and Kirby charge into battle. Their cry is amplified by the stomping of hundreds of thousands of Kirby clones on the ground. Armstrong tries to use his powers to knock Kirby off the edge of the planet, but Kirby counters with his mouth, eating a huge punch from Armstrong. Both Pokemon attack simultaneously, with Armstrong blasting Kirby away with a powerful and blinding punch before Kirby attempts to swallow Armstrong whole and his entire body. Wait, hold on. Nanomachine's son, Kirby yells. Wait. What's the score? Armstrong tried to punch. Kirby countered with his mouth and ate a punch. That's one for Kirby. Then the Pokemon happened. Armstrong hits Kirby with a powerful blinding punch before Kirby attempts to swallow Armstrong whole. It's 1-1, I think. Nanomachine's son, Kirby yells, just as the wily politician absorbs the punch and power of Armstrong's attack. Armstrong, you ate my punch. Armstrong, get back. Armstrong, I have a gastrocele. Armstrong, this is all your fault. The battle continues for some time until at last Armstrong is completely eaten. Angered, Kirby unleashes a thunderbolt attack that smashes Armstrong in half. He then turns to King DDD and begins to feed on him. All right, this is the dark timeline for Kirby. That's a victory. Armstrong is fucking dead. Kirby wins. Oh, this is why he was saying the same lines. He ate Armstrong and copied his moves. That's an absolute win. Absolute win for Kirby. Well done. But here's the question. For the future rounds, does Kirby still have Armstrong's powers that he got from swallowing him? I'll include that in the next battle description. Kirby moves on to the semifinals. We're on to the final quarterfinal. Matt from Wii Sports versus Solid Snake. Today, Matt and Snake are fighting to the death. They enter an arena filled with millions of screaming video game fans. Matt pulls out his trusty sword, a boxing glove, and a bowling ball. Snake equips his tactical knife, tranquilizer gun, stun grenade, and keeps his trusty cardboard box nearby. Right then, Matt and Snake charge at each other, ready to kill. Matt swings his sword with all his might, but instead of cutting through Snake's body, his blade bounces off as if hit by a steel shield. Snake throws his knife at Matt. As Matt dodges, his back hits a wall with crumbles into pieces. Matt tries to escape through a door, but it slams shut just as Snake reaches for his dart gun. Matt then kicks open another door, sending Snake flying backwards. I'm not going to count that as a hit. That's not enough damage. Ugh, Snake mutters before he quickly grabs his dart gun and fires 3 darts at Matt. Matt falls to the ground. Snake then aims his gun at Matt's heart and shoots. Haha! Take that! Snake laughs maniacally. Matt wakes up on the ground, groaning in pain. That's a hit for Snake. Is that 2? 1 or 2 for Snake. Grabs his dart gun, hits him to the ground, and the fact that it says he falls to the ground from the first and then gets shot in the heart. 2 up for Solid Snake. This is a battle to the death between 2 heroes, Master Chief and the newer version, Master Chief 2. No. This program wants Master Chief so fucking badly. Darts don't hurt. They're tranquilizer darts. They make him asleep. If the darts hit, then the door should count. The door, I didn't interpret as a hit at all. Hold on, where was that? Matt dodges, his back hits a wall, tries to escape through a door, but it slams shut. Matt kicks the door open, sending Snake flying backwards. Yeah, okay, that's kind of a hit. Yeah, if he kicks it, you're right. That is a hit. Looking this over, Matt did get a hit on Solid Snake by kicking open the door and sending him flying backwards. Darts, I'm gonna count as a hit. At the very least, darts hurt if you get shot in the fucking heart with one. Solid Snake is up 2-1. Here we go. Matt wakes up on the ground, groaning in pain. A huge explosion erupts on top of Matt, destroying him, throwing his lifeless body to the ground. Thousands of cheering video game fans cheer for Solid Snake as he leaves the arena. Matt gets up again only to find himself surrounded by the police. That's a victory for Snake. The only issue that I have is the explosion caused by Snake. Is this a hit? It's gotta be a hit. Snake leaves. Like he's too cool to even look at it. Snake didn't cause it. It caused it. Snake is laughing over him maniacally after having shot him with a tranq dart. He was definitely setting up the C4. It's exactly what Snake would do. Snake wins it 3-1. No cause is no hit. Really? I mean, I guess I said confirmed hit. That's actually somewhat fair. Hold on. What do you guys think? Try to vote objectively here. Don't just vote for whatever you voted on. God, it is tough. The fact that there's no indication that Snake did this. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Snake is cool as fuck here. Shoots him with the tranq darts just to put an explosion. You can yell rigged all you want. That's a victory for Snake. We're giving it to him. And with that, we're on to the semifinals. We've got Link versus Gandhi, Kirby versus Solid Snake. We now know the 4 strongest video game characters of all time, but who will emerge as the strongest? First up, motherfucking Link and Gandhi. Today, Link and Gandhi are fighting to the death. Both men despise each other. Link rides into the arena atop his horse Epona and pulls his legendary Master Sword and Hylian shield out. Gandhi calmly walks in with his nuke rocket launcher rested on his shoulder. Right then, the 2 men charge at one another. The battle begins. Link unleashes his most powerful attacks, while Gandhi takes his time and watches Link's moves carefully. Each one gets more devastating and sad as the battle continues. Link is ready to kill Gandhi, but Gandhi seems content to put up a fight. It goes on like this, but then it hits the tipping point. Gandhi realizes that Link has the Hadouken, then knows Link will try to use it against him. He throws it to the ground. Okay, Hadouken's on the ground. Link fakes out, and Gandhi falls for it. Link gets the Hadouken, and he's about to activate the full power of a legendary sword. Gandhi's had enough, and he retaliates by launching a laser beam at Link. Link is overwhelmed by the attack and falls to the ground. That's one hit for Gandhi. The final battle begins. Link has destroyed all of Gandhi's forces, but then Gandhi starts to run away. Link chases him and knocks him out with a single well-paced strike. 1-1. Now it's all over. Gandhi is no more. He stands victorious over the land in awe of the defeat of his enemy. He thanks Link for his help. Wait, hold on. No. Wait. Is that no, that's not a death, right? Knocks him out's not a death. That's just a hit. We're still at 1-1. So right now, Gandhi is no more and standing victorious. He thanks Link for his help, and the two hug. Link and Gandhi. Oh, he is such a pacifist. Link and Gandhi are the only two characters to be confirmed as playable in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC. Gandhi with his nuke cannon. Link charges with his mighty sword. Both men slam into the other. They swing. They strike. Flying through the air in a wide arc, both try to strike one another again. They each spin, attempting to strike the other. No clean hit yet. Finally, after a few strikes, both men come to a halt, both with the other standing on top of them. They both strike a heavy blow against each other's heads, trying to get the upper hand, but in doing so are both crushed to the ground. Still 1-1. After the collision, Link looks at his opponent with disgust and anger, and quickly fires his Master Sword, severing the head of the evil Gandhi. Then, riding Epona, Link turns and runs away into the darkness, leaving his friend's lifeless body on the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a victory for Link. Gandhi is dead. Oh, good fight there. Even for a while, even for a long time, Link pulls it off with one good hit, just with a shot to the head by the Master Sword. Legend has it that as the head of the most powerful... Wait, hold on. What's the music at the beginning of Wind Waker? Legend has it that as the head of the most peaceful civilization of time, the Mahatma was slain by Link. Thus ends Link's reign of peace, and our civilization is now in a state of war against Link, ending our civilization's reign as well. Goodbye, Gandhi. And that means that Link moves on to the finals. Are we gonna have two Nintendo characters in the finals? That's the question now.
Can we consider having a final secret boss fight against Master Chief 2.0?
The AI keeps trying to sneak in lore about Master Chief. Like that friend that just keeps like showing you YouTube videos. We're like, oh, dude, you gotta check out this video I watched. And we're like, no, dude, we're playing games right now. The final semifinal, Kirby versus Solid Snake. This is the ultimate match. Today, Kirby and Solid Snake will try to kill the other. They each enter a massive arena filled with millions of screaming fans. They want to know who will enter the finals versus Link. But first, one of these two beings needs to die. Kirby walks forward. He's ready to consume with his powerful mouth, absorbing the powers of those he defeats. Even now, he can feel the remnants of Senator Armstrong's nanomachines inside him. He's more powerful than ever. But on the other side, Solid Snake walks in confidently. He has absolutely decimated his opponents in this tournament, and now he equips his iconic silence pistol, combat knife, stun grenades, and places his cardboard box atop his head. Today, one of these two men will die. Kirby and Solid Snake charge at each other with murderous intent. The battle begins. In a corner of Dreamland, a pink puffball and a man with a metal arm meet to battle for the fate of Dreamland. I guess that makes me your worst enemy, says Snake, walking slowly towards Kirby, who's flying high up above him, inhaling as he does. I'm surprised you haven't died yet, says Kirby, who then notices the large hole in Snake's back. Oh no, I didn't do that. Yeah, you did. Now I can't use my legs, says Snake, struggling to move his body. You must be a bit hungry. How about I give you my stomach to eat? Then I can absorb all your powers, and you'll go home in defeat. Snake grabs hold of Kirby, and then suddenly, Snake collapses onto the ground and lies there helplessly. He can no longer breathe due to Kirby's powerful stomach, which has sucked up every last drop of air in his lungs. This is a fatal blow. If Snake doesn't take drastic measures, he'll die. Snake tries to pull out his pistol, but the only thing that comes out is the tip of his nose, which has been ripped off by Kirby. That's one up for Kirby. Kirby looks down at Snake. Ha! So that's how it is, last Kirby, who's finally realized he cannot defeat Snake. I'll be generous. Instead of taking your life, I'll just make you my slave. I will turn you into a living puffball. Suddenly, Snake starts to shrink until he becomes a tiny pink puffball that is almost unrecognizable from the original Solid Snake. Ah! Is that a hit? Is shrinking somebody into a tiny pink puffball a hit? Snake isn't dead. Snake is not dead. It said it's a fatal blow if he doesn't do anything. It says he's not dead. Kirby making Snake shrink to a tiny pink puffball. That's a hit. Kirby is up 2-0. Ah! Snake yells, "My body! My body!" He starts to panic, running around in circles. "What should I do?" he asks himself. "Maybe you just need to get smaller," suggests a voice from behind him. "What?" says Snake. "Is this you again, Mr. Dream?" Kirby notices Snake is shrinking and starts to panic. "Why? Why?" asks Snake. "Because the more you shrink, the easier it is to get inside me and eat the magic in my stomach." "How is that possible?" asks Snake. "I'll explain later," says Mr. Dream. "First, we've got to get this fight over with." He grabs his staff and begins to cast some sort of spell, which causes all of Snake's weapons to fall apart and disappear. Snake tries desperately to find something else to use against Kirby, but he can't think of anything. Then suddenly, Snake's legs appear back on the ground, along with his gun and knife. He grabs them quickly and shoots 2 bullets towards Kirby, who dodges them. Snake follows up with a punch to the stomach, but Kirby dodges the blow easily. "Hey, what about those 2 bullets I dodged?" asks Snake. "They didn't hit me," says Kirby. "And if you don't mind me asking, why'd you shoot yourself when we had so many other options? That's just dumb." Kirby continues to taunt Snake, calling him every name in the book, included the dreaded idiot. Snake is getting angry, but decided it's time to get serious. "Listen, Kirby, this time I'm gonna beat you." "Well, good luck with that," says Kirby, mocking Snake. "Oh, I will beat you this time. You'll see," replies Snake, taking aim with his silenced pistol and shoots. The bullet goes flying right through Kirby, but before Snake can shoot again, a bright light envelops both combatants, and then Snake is standing in the middle. That's a hit. 1 for Snake. He shot Kirby through the stomach. 2-1, Kirby's advantage. But then Snake is standing in the middle of Dreamland with a completely new body. He's now much smaller than Kirby, who's also gotten bigger. He walks up to Snake and punches him in the gut with one arm, sending him flying across the room. That's 3 up. It wasn't clean. It wasn't quick. He had to shrink Snake into a puffball. But that's a 3rd hit for Kirby. Absolute clean victory right there. Kirby just beat the ever-living shit out of Solid Snake, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to say that Kirby moves on to the grand finals against Link from Zelda. Kirby's fucking decimated these guys. And you know the best part? Kirby never inhaled Solid Snake, so he's still got Senator Armstrong's powers inside of him. Settle it and smash? No. What makes this so impactful is that this AI is telling the truthful story based on data. It has collected millions and billions of data points throughout all of our society to determine what would happen when you match up these 2 characters versus each other. Smash Bros is one such data point, and this AI will almost certainly include that as part of the story. For the final, Link versus Kirby. It is a battle to the death. We continue until we have a confirmed kill on the other. This could end very quick. Link, from what we've seen so far, appears to be more dexterous and creative with his attacks, but Kirby is a sick, masochistic fuck and has consumed a lot of people. Buckle in, everybody. This could take a while. After years of battles, the strongest character of all time will be determined. Link and Kirby are known as the masters of combat. They've killed millions, but now only one man stands between them and victory. Link or Kirby will die today. They fight atop the legendary battlefield with millions of fans screaming in attendance. Link rides forward on his steed Epona, equipping his master sword and Hylian shield. His items are prepped, including the hook shot, light arrows, and Lon milk. Kirby walks forward as well. His stomach growls in anticipation of his potential meal. He has even gathered the powers of the Dreamland Cutter, Fireball, Ice Breath, and Senator Armstrong's nano machines. Kirby and Link are ready to kill the other. The fans begin cheering, and suddenly, the battle to the death begins! Kirby attacks first. He links towards Link with his hook shot and slices the air, slicing Link off of Epona and knocking him into the sky. He follows up with a massive fireball that obliterates all the spectators in the front row. Kirby then inhales Link, but instead of being absorbed, he burps up Link like a dog. Link gets back onto his horse. He fires arrows at Kirby, but Kirby ducks and runs away, laughing maniacally. Kirby charges forward with fire breath. Link dodges and grabs his Hylian shield. Link fires several light arrows from the bow. He then launches himself off of the horse, swinging his shield midair to cut Kirby in half. The 2 of them collide and fly across the battlefield. The arena falls silent for a moment as the combatants struggle to gain the advantage. Not a death, it does not seem. Kirby flies up high and releases several of his favorite moves. He uses the Dream Cutter to create several portals. He uses them to shoot fireballs at Link from all around. He also shoots his own breath into Link's shield, creating a vacuum effect and blowing Link in several directions at once. He finally releases the Hylian shield and lets Link be engulfed in a massive fireball. When Link is reduced to a pile of ashes, Kirby's victorious. Kirby wins the fight to the death, and Link is just standing there dazed by it. Kirby officially wins! Kirby is the strongest video game character of all time. He has defeated Link, he's defeated Solid Snake, he defeated Senator Armstrong, he defeated Sonic. He could eat any motherfucker here. Kirby wins it! And Link can't even believe it, dude. He's just like, what? I died? Oh, dude! And so, as Kirby stood there at the end of the world, the corpses of his enemies scattered before him, none would doubt his strength ever again. Congratulations. But then, Master Chief attacks. with his helmet. Link and Kirby try to dodge, but he grabs them and drags them to the ground. They both land on top of Link and Kirby. Master Chief begins firing rockets. The blasts bounce off the force fields of their suits and cause massive explosions. It seems impossible, but the duo survives the blast and fires back. The explosions continue to rock the battlefield and shake the stadium, but the two still remain standing. When Master Chief falls off the force field, they use his suit as a weapon and beat him and end the fight. And now, after defeating all the greatest fighters of this era, our victor is... Master Chief?